Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about having the problems we've had having all of this remodeling done, having the patio built, also the beyond the roof. Well, we had the patio and the deck, the latest thing, and now that he is finally telling the guy he wants it like screened in, which is what he should have told the guy from the beginning, because that's what it was. But before that, it was the roof, and before the roof, they had, it's a brick house, 2-story, but where the brick isn't, they have little places. Boy, I'm not getting this out this morning, but anyway, they had to paint that, and they had to do the gutters. I don't know why I can never remember the word gutters. I usually say drainage, but gutters, yeah. They had to put new gutters. The house we bought it new, but hey, that was many years ago. And it needs a lot of things updated. And that's outside. And we also have things inside, like we need a new washer dryer, new living room, couch, sofa, all that. In some parts of the kitchen, it's a lot, and all of a sudden it's like, let's do this stuff. But we did start, is this 4 summers ago? We did some of the hardwood floors, and then the next year some more, and still haven't finished all that. But what we started, it was finished finally. It took like a month on one of them. I don't know how long the one before that. But I don't know about I'm stream of consciousness here. I don't know about hardwood floors so much anymore. Okay, I'll tell you why. My left heel hurts a lot, and I had to start wearing. And we have carpets over these, but not every place over the hardwood floors. But I had to start wearing padding, heel pads. But I wear those Dr. Scholl's in my shoes, and even house shoes. I put Dr. Scholl's in my house shoes. And I went and saw my the nurse practitioner, the new one, and she basically said, and I'd already figured that out, that it was the hardwood floors, and the carpets over them are regular carpets, but they would need like the kind of they're carpets as you buy rugs, carpets. But in order to not have this heel problem, I would have to put that foam that you see under regular carpet, that carpet that covers the whole floor. Yeah. And then there's still the hardwood. I'm not going to cover it all over again. That would be getting carpet. Well, that was tough, wasn't it? But you see what I'm saying. So I'm not sure about hardwood floors anymore. They're nice to look at, the way they look and all, but it's hard on my heels at least, and I know I'm not the only person. Okay, anyway, after having all of this kind of stuff done, and this has been going on for months. I think it was even before spring, maybe, when he started, calling, getting estimates, and then people would have to come out, all this kind of stuff. And he's at work most of the time that they're coming out and everything, so I'm there. And that is very annoying because, people don't give up times that they'll show up. They just show up whenever. I don't think I've ever heard anybody in I don't know how many years is going to come out to your home, set an actual time. And I get it, I understand, they go from one to the next, but that is wasting people's time. And it's an excuse. They've normalized it. Well, we're going to give you this. We'll be there tomorrow. Well, what time tomorrow? Well, sometime tomorrow. We don't know for certain. That's crazy. Okay. And overall, it was okay at first. But when we had those hardwood floors in, the same people who are doing the deck, or the people, the patio deck, are the same people who did our hardwood floors. And the second time, they would just tell me, they're going to be there, tell him, not me, but tell him they were going to be there the next day. And I would have to be there because they have to come inside the house, and I was not going to give them a key, to the house. So I would have to be there, and they would just show up whenever. And that got old with me real quick, because I'm not going to sit around the house waiting for you to get there when I got things I got to go do, and they might not show up. And that happens so many times that they just wouldn't show up that whole day, or the whole week at times. Yeah. Now, to me, that kind of person should be fired. Really. If they just show up whenever, but it's so common. It's been normalized. That's how it is. And it's very difficult to find good people to, do the work, renovations or whatever. And the ones who have been around for a lot longer, that maybe they don't do that, I don't know. They're like 2 to 3 times the price. Like, Adam had an estimate on one thing. I don't remember which one it was recently. I mean, well, it was actually earlier this year. And one of them quoted him, I think it was $1,700. And then he was kind of upset about that. He didn't like that. He thought it was expensive. I think it was the painting. And he thought it was expensive. Well, he called another one that was a more professional one that was more established, one that actually had an ad out and stuff like that. And they wanted $4,400. So, yeah, you see what I'm saying? And there's no guarantee they would do it right, No, what's the difference? It's painting and just more expensive. And anyway, and there's a reason why he wants this one set. Now, we had different sets of people coming out, different construction crews, different, owned by different people kind of thing for all this. But the one that's doing the deck, there's a reason he's sticking with this one person. But he's considered one of them that's doing a little extra. He's considering to fire him, okay? Because he said, again, Adam had run around to do all this extra little stuff, making sure that they get the right boards and whatever, because one of them went and got the boards but didn't pick up, didn't check off the inventory, the whatever. But Adam went running around, having to go back and getting it and fighting with the, place where they bought it and all this stuff, arguing because they said, well, he checked it off. And yeah, anyway, boy, I'm rambling on this one. But yeah, so, and then the guy didn't show up. The guy was supposed to be there on Sunday because the guy's doing it extra, on the side of his other job. And Adam's paying them really good. Okay, and I told him, I said, you need to stop that. Because every time he turns around, they want more money. So no. But anyway, yeah. They didn't show up. Just didn't show up. They don't call. They don't do anything. They don't text. Nothing. They're so into this. Just whenever they get around to it. And this has been all along. And like I said, I don't go for stuff like that. If they're not there, whenever I get ready to go somewhere, adios. I'm out of there. And you would wait around for me. It was kind of like, remember I mentioned before, we had a maid because with my knees, and everything, it's hard for me to go upstairs and we'd have company. And we had a maid, I don't know, she may have shown up 3 times. This is over months because we only, had her come in once a month or once every other month, something like that. And then the next time, the last time, she just didn't show up. And I think it was maybe 48 hours or so before she texted and said that, told me, she didn't apologize. She just texted me and told me when she would be available to come, clean the house. And I said, no, thank you. I fired her. No, you're not telling me when you're going to work, like that. No. And that's what's the problem with these construction guys. Is they just, they just come in whenever they want to. And I tell Adam, I said, they're doing this on purpose. They are showing you they are in control. And this is my opinion. And yeah. And every time I tell him what they're going to do next, he doesn't believe me. He still holds faith that they're going to really, when they say they're going to be there tomorrow morning, they're actually going to be there tomorrow morning. I say, no, they will not be here tomorrow morning. They will not be here at all tomorrow. It's whenever they get around to it. And usually that's not tomorrow. It's just that they lie. He said, I just can't believe people lie like that. I'm like, really, dude? Seriously? Okay, but anyway, I mean, it's like he doesn't want to believe it. And this has been going on for months now. Okay, the deck and everything, like he said yesterday, over a month. But all together, all of the different construction guys. But not all of them are like that either. This one, like I say, there's a reason he goes with this one. He knows one of them. And he just doesn't believe that they lie like that. Seriously. But like right now, I'm out. It's 8:41. I've been sitting here for a little while. And I don't care if they show up or not, because they're not telling me when that I have to be at home at all times. And last year, not last year, when we had those hardwood floors the last time done, they actually got ticked off because I wasn't there one morning when they just decided to show up. And I don't know. Adam said he told him that's how she is. You know, you're not going to tell her to wait around for you when you just show up whenever. But they do. So I do hope he fires them. I don't know who he would hire to finish it. Because, I don't know. I just don't know who they would. But it's just like it keeps going on and on. It's like that, remember Murphy Brown show where the guy lived in the house to do the painting? This is kind of like this, but nobody's living with us. But you get the gist. They're always there. When are they going to finish? Anyway, when am I going to finish this video? Right now. I'm going to go into the 99-cent store. Anyway, if you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, click the circle icon. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you all in another video. Bye.